everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. Again, Happy New Year's. Now, we're here to do, this reading is for the full moon in Cancer that's on January 10th. And Virgos, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you can be kept up to date of all the changes and things that are going to be coming in 2020. Also to help me grow my channel. So this full moon in Cancer, Cancer is like about home, good food, good eating, all that kind of stuff. That cozy, warm, emotional moon. Now this moon for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, where's my little note sheet right here, is impacting your 11th house. So this has to do like with groups that you may be associated with. I don't associate this necessarily with work. What do you do on your social groups? Humanitarianism, those type of groups and relationships. So the interesting here is first card we got here is Two of Water. Who are you connecting with? Your relationships. But this is an emotional connection. Or this is more, some of you, well, how's that? Okay, this could be an emotional connection, but this is also a time to connect with others and celebrate joy. So maybe you could be around some people that you may have been in conflict with. You can find a truce or middle ground. But I also see this as, since this also impacts your hopes and wishes and futures, maybe you're going to start making connections with certain people that are going to help you or have an impact on that. And so I don't necessarily see that as work. I see this as something that you have an emotional connection to. So what is it that you want to create? More creative, something more creative. Now it could be work, because maybe the work you do you like and you feel that is creative, and that could be for some. But for some, I think this is more, I see, you're just going to be connecting with others on a different level. I would say these are people you more emotionally in tune with, because you could work with people and they're really like superficial or shallow relationships. Not to say that they're good, bad, or indifferent, but there is a difference. Now, what I also see, but also some relationships here are going to move to another level. So maybe there's something you initiated a while back, because this is a full moon. Friday, this is a full moon. So maybe there's some relationships that you started back then that you're going to see a change with now. Or a project or something that you started or that you're involved with. Or maybe there's someone you met back at this time and there may be some type of collaboration. Now, when I said this, I was going to pull 4 cards. But there's always somebody, and Virgo, it happened to be you, that I got 2 other supporting cards here. So the first one is this 8 of Wands. In the traditional deck, when you look at the 8 of Wands, you see all the wands coming at you. But the way I look at this, the message has been clear. It's like your prayers have been answered. So you are being guided here to act and to maybe bring some things to conclusion, and then you're receiving some important information. Something is being revealed to you at this time. And what's being revealed to you is that you're going to have to show some strength here. Now, the traditional card, you see the lady, she's sitting there and she's calming the tiger, the lion. Here, you're dealing with the tornado here. So we're looking at this, there's some change that's about to go down. The winds of change here. And during these winds of change, you're going to have to show your strength. Now, here she has a sword against the winds of change. If anything, you're just going to have to be flexible and fluid, because whatever messages or dreams, hope, and wishes that are coming about now, maybe you didn't expect certain things to happen all at once, but they're happening. So maybe these are relationships that are going to build, encourage your strength, or you're just going to have to, what they say, put your shoulder in it and get busy, because your prayers are answered. Your prayers are being answered. Now, the type of relationships, now, for some, this could be romantic. It could be. But I really feel that this is something that's going to affect your social awareness, or bring about a change in your social setting. So social to me doesn't necessarily mean work. Work is your job, unless you're doing something that you're truly passionate about. Now, the message from Spirit here, we have the Chariot. So, this is like goal-oriented. This is another reason why I'm not sure. Maybe for some, this is going to impact your job or your work. But this really has to do with more self-reliance and your own confidence, being your personal authority. This is also about succeeding in battle. So whatever your wishes or hopes or things that have been going on in relationships, basically the Chariot is here to say you're able to overcome any difficulties. Whatever it is, you can move on. The Chariot is going to just ride over it, because this is about whatever goal, hope, or wish that you have for yourself. So something that you initiated. So what I think, whatever it is you initiated, I see this as new people coming into your life. There's new people, new relationships, friendships, or new partnerships or a collaboration. That's how I see this. Now, the message from Spirit is act and take on with courage the road you have decided to face, while conserving a certain prudence in not letting yourself be overwhelmed by your emotions. That is interesting. So this is saying the road has been cleared and you're ready for action. And that's what this strength is. You see, you got that blade. You get right cut through the malarkey and get busy. You're ready to travel, conquer, do whatever it is. But this is about spreading your influence, because the Chariot rise, this is moving. So whatever you're doing, your influence is going to be felt far and wide. Wow. Just don't let yourself get overwhelmed. So what I'm thinking about this, maybe you're going to be working in collaboration with someone and they can be just a bit much because they have their agenda. So what I see here is you need to be clear on your agenda. Which is interesting because, again, like I said, I was only going to pull 4 cards, but you got 2, and they're both in the heart chakra. So maybe to some degree, maybe you've been blocking your heart since you got 2 heart chakras here. And I'm encouraging you, I always say drinking plenty of good clean water, eating a lot of green leafy vegetables, doing some cardio, certain things that get your heart pumping. And since you got 2, maybe, some of us need to maybe get your heart checked, blood pressure, that kind of stuff. But actually this is saying here, you have the wisdom. So you have wisdom here that's going to protect you from some grief. Because whatever it is you're working on, this is something that you're very passionate about. And you're going to have to use your wisdom in these collaborations. Because you're going to basically have to stand your ground. And you're going to move forward on your path. So in forming a new relationship, I see this as setting clear boundaries, even with your passion and your heart is involved here. But also, when you, especially looking here, if there's any grief, but you have the strength here to deal with that. You have the strength. You see the tornado. She got the blade against the tornado. You have the strength because the chariot is riding through. So the strength you'll need to deal with, and we all know this, you deal with people, some days they're just a pain in the neck or a pain in the heart. But you can handle it because you have the wisdom. And also here, when you look at this tells me here, you see that? There's someone older and wiser. And this could be your own consciousness, your own self of God, your ancestors, your spirits, your angels, however you perceive that you are protected, and that you are receiving downloads, and you're getting downloads at this time. This full moon, water, Cancer, emotion, and maybe, since this is an old man, if you have a father or a grandfather that have, transition, maybe their spirit is trying to guide you through the maze or the labyrinth of relationships, the labyrinth of dealing with people. But the message here is basically the chariot has arrived and is moving forward, and you are moving forward, and you are going to be acting because you're getting your hopes and dreams. And what I love about this, the way it's depicted here, you see her in prayer. Like I said, you usually see the traditional, you see the arrows or this, coming at you, but here it's like they just fell around her. And this is also saying that your prayers are being protected, you are being protected. And the sky here is like, you don't quite see the moon, but you know it's up there with all the stars. It's like, reach for the moon and you'll fall amongst the stars. What's coming are the stars you've been reaching for. So, Virgo. Your chariot has arrived. Okay? So hit that like button. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.